Hi, what's going on? Y'all ever seen a welding beanie before? Well, if you haven't, then you've probably never seen one of
these. This right here is my favorite welding hood.
Yeah, it's my favorite welding hood. It's an old pipeliner. Yeah, look right there on the side. There's the same moon that's right there. And whoa, there's a Union Iron Workers sticker, but yeah, right there, there's a Hot Wheels sticker. Y'all see that? Yeah. And my checker flag I drew around the outside here. And inside here, I used to tape a picture of my girlfriend naked.
That always made sure the hood was down and I was making money, baby. Oh, yeah, I love making money.
I actually dropped a hood just like this off of a 175-foot thing where I was hanging from a 1/4-inch cable one time way back in the day. It went all the way down to the ground. Boom! Shattered. It had stickers on it from all over the world. It was awesome. It was an epic hood. This hood here is only about 16 years old, I think.
It's a souvenir.
I also have this as a souvenir. In the industry, we call these beaters, not hammers. This one's awesome. I made this myself. I took a straight peen hammer head here, and I welded, if y'all can see that, that's my weld right there. It goes around there. And I welded it onto this pipe here, and I took and put a thing inside here to retention the coil. There's a thing inside of this pipe here. And then I took this shrink wrap, this industrial strength shrink wrap here. I put duct tape on all these ridges here. All these ridges here is different sizes of duct tape to make a kind of rigid handle. Stuck the shrink wrap over the top of it, shrink wrapped it down. Before that, I'd taken this is a ball valve, and I took the ball valve and welded it on the end of the pipe. And yeah, then I shrink wrapped that thing down on there. Been there ever since. It's a great old beater, and it fits my hands just perfect. You might be asking yourself, what's going on with all the equipment on, Fletch? Well, that's like saying, what time is it? Well, it's time for a new fucking watch.
Oh my god, Fletch, that was like a $500 watch.
I don't give a fuck. It's time for some fucking changes around here. That's right. Time for some big fucking changes. Now, I've been doing some little things differently here and there, and I always do things differently. I got a mind up here, and it's always thinking. It's always turning. Y'all know about my mental disorder where I can't stop thinking. Anyway, it's always turning, always thinking. I'm always having great ideas. I know a lot of y'all have been enjoying the GoPro footage that I've been putting up, and some of y'all are wondering,
what happened to the GoPro after the basketball footage where it smacked down on the ground, Fletch?
well, I thought nothing had happened.
But then I thought wrong.
Yeah, that's right. This morning I was going to do some epic footage where I hooked the GoPro up to the front bumper of the car, and I was going to do a night drive out into a windy road going along the river, and then I was going to stop somewhere on the side of the road, and I was going to dance in the headlights, show y'all some of those freaky moves that I always tell y'all about.
Look, I even got my dancing shoes on. Yeah, I was going to cut a rug.
So I took and mounted the GoPro mount to the front bumper of the car and was getting ready to take off when I tried to turn on the GoPro.
It won't turn on!
That's right. The GoPro will not turn on anymore.
Let's bow our heads now in remembrance of the GoPro. Oh, GoPro, you shall be remembered.
The GoPro was an awesome gift, and a lot of people were like, you need to be careful with that thing.
You're gonna break it. You're gonna tear it up, Fletch. I think you're gonna scratch the lens.
Go easy with that.
If I had a GoPro, I wouldn't do that with it.
And that's just it, people. You don't take an awesome action camera and use it to film grass growing. You go out and film some action. So I took the GoPro to the extreme. The GoPro broke. Oh no, that really sucks. I'm so depressed now. I want to go out and commit nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I'm happy. I got to use the GoPro. I now know how to use it. I now want to use one again. I'm now going to have to save up some money and purchase one for myself because I think they're freaking awesome. Actually, today I'm going to try to use the warranty on it. Hopefully I got the warranty at least set up on it to where I can get the GoPro replaced or repaired or something. But if it doesn't happen, oh well. It was a fun time for the moment. We can't dwell on things that happen.
Man, Fletch, what are you talking about? You're always dwelling on a broken heart.
I'm sad over a broken heart, but never regret it.
Man, sad. Man, you are really sad. I tell you what.
Anyway, I'm just here. My camera's broken. My heart's broken. There's so many damn things broke about me. I need to fix some things, right? And that's where it comes into the adventurous, be real for real side of me. See, I've always just went out and done things and jumped on it and got things done. That's how I roll. In fact, sometimes I rush into things so much that I never have time to think about how to really start them out. I need some dice. And in fact, maybe that's the way I do everything in my life. I'm writing a story about us, and I'm starting it off with our death. What I really need to do is take some of the things that I have as ideas. I need to put them all in a hat, pull one out, and work on getting that thing done. Practice the art of getting past no. You want to go out with me? That was easy. Things are not always going to turn out the way I want them to turn out. That happens to all of us. We've all felt that. But what I have to do is I have to keep going on. I have to think more about how I'm going to do the things that I'm going to do.
You want me doing with a GoPro for a while?
Just being real.
No, things ain't always the way they seem to be, but we can make something out of nothing. We can strive for the unreachable. We can shoot for the stars. We can dance in the moonlight. We can do amazing things. We just have to follow our heart.
I'm ripping my fucking heart out again! Can't you fucking see it?
And to do great things, we might have to step away from the crowd. We might have to walk away from what everybody else is doing because they might look at what we're doing and say, hey, you're not doing that right. Well, then we just have to succeed! That's right. We got to get away from everybody else. We got to do things on our own because we can do whatever we really set our mind to. There are endless possibilities. There are endless opportunities if we make them. There's no holding us back. We just got to do it. We got to plan it out, think it out, and move forward. And if our own thoughts are holding us back, we need to ditch them motherfuckers and just do. Yeah, this motherfucker's insane. Scatterbrained. This motherfucker's crazy. But one thing I'm not is missing a life. So until the sun rises or sets on your dreams, remember these words from Last Call Beam. Be real for real. It means be you. Do it for real. Don't just talk about it. For yourself. And don't let anything stand in your way. I know that doesn't make any fucking sense. But you gotta do it. You gotta be real. For real. Life only comes once. Don't let it pass you by. Live it!